Hello everyone. We're back. We're here. And we're gonna actually date Robert this time. I promise. I swear. Hi, Yum. Let's go ahead and just load. Because I've been listening to the Dream Daddy song for a long time now. So last time we played, we thought we were doing the Robert route, and I realized I fucked up. And so everything should be fixed now. And this is the save file that everything is good now, right? Yes. Yes, this is last week. Basically, we screwed up by sleeping with Robert on the first night. And so we had to go back and start over and not sleep with him the first night. And now here we are. And we're gonna date him for real this time. It's gonna actually happen this time. I'm determined. Don't forget to floss every day. That feels like an actual dig at me. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey, Robert. Oh god, that was very fast. Hey, Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple of seconds hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. Okay, I am gonna actually grab a walkthrough to make sure I am going through the right things. If I have to start the whole game over, I'm gonna be mad. I just want to make sure I'm not screwing up again. Okay, let's just hope it works. I'm gonna watch cat videos on the internet. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dad Book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. Fine, Robert. I get up and walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel. Oh, Naked and Afraid, catching the deadliest ancient aliens is on. I'm so cold. I'm so scared. At this rate, I don't think we're gonna catch these aliens by day 50. I'm having trouble following this. Ancient astronaut theorists predict that being naked makes you 10 times more likely to find ancient aliens. Some suggest that aliens are fascinated with the human physique, most notably the butt. Okay, I'm back in. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for the old chef meow to cook up a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. This is not what it says for the first date. Am I doing something wrong? I'm so confused. This walkthrough is not helping me. How do I... Where's the dates? That's the second date. Where's the first date? There is a first date. Why can't I get the first date right? I need a proper walkthrough. None of these walkthroughs are actually helping me. Proper good ending. Oh my god, there's a whole Tumblr about this, guys. Holy shit, there's a lot. Okay, I think maybe he just shows up. Make a sandwich. Make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Stanwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something space jam. Dad? I turn around to see Amanda standing in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, Amanda Panda, you alright? What are you doing? I found the hoop, and I'm taking it to the hole. Pass me the rock. Granny tossed that apple. I lead the league in blocks, set the record for rebounds for my rookie year. Think you can handle this? What's a rebound? Oh, when someone misses a shot and the other players try to retrieve it. That's, just kidding! Amanda zigzags past me and tips a layup into the hoop. I don't know why that was so hard for me. Art of War, bitches. Amanda, language. Sun Tzu didn't care about language. I would argue that Sun Tzu cared very much about language. So once you write something as timeless as the Art of War, then you're allowed to swear. Amanda sticks out her tongue and digs for another 2 points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying. Oh dude, I'm cool. I just saw like this really cute dog on the way home and it let me pet its belly. I couldn't contain my emotions. I'm gonna say tell me more about this dog. Because she likes that. Gladly. She was a little French bulldog named Jacqueline and her tongue was permanently stuck out of her mouth. Oh, my cat immediately got in my way. Mid-sentence. Silly girl. She had a little sweater on. Wow, I probably would have cried if Jesus. Wow, I probably also would have cried if I got to pet her. She was so excited for tummy rubs. Oh no, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But seriously, you know you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah, that's why I'm talking about my love for French bulldogs with you. Okay, just remember that it's okay to be sad. And also remember that I love you very much. And also want what's best and only want what's best for you. That's all. Alright, jeez. Don't make me cry again. Oh, okay, just making sure. Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned with the full court press. Amanda and I played ball for a little longer, then we cooked dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glaze with creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Oh my god, he actually did message us back this time. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. Finally! Why am I getting hit with the you up, what you doing? You up, what you doing? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I type back just chillin', and my Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up. Yeah. Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get out to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Oh my god, guys, we're successfully actually moving forward this time. Oh, thank God. Okay, I have a walkthrough next to me, so I don't fuck it up this time. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Hey. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Aw man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? I think it says to get whiskey. It says to get whiskey. I would not get whiskey, but let's get whiskey. A dad after my own heart, huh? Oh, he really liked that. So that's great. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions, a relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? Huh. The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. There's more than one bar? I didn't know that. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Oh. Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart.
Rest, buddy. Ugh.
Oh, she did not like it. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Muse. Try harder. Ouch. Am I going to be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? I mean, We are in an Irish pub, so it feels like we have to have the beer, but I know he's gonna like whiskey anyways. Yeah, he fucking loves the whiskey. Let's do it! Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garnished green booth. Mary slides in and slides up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You truly are the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Muse, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender, and as I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah blah blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. One ablaze. Oh, can we? Can we? Yeah, you with the feds. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it to run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. He liked that. Robert giggles helplessly. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. Damn, I really thought she had 2 blunts for us. I was ready. I was ready to smoke 2 blunts. You guys know I'm on that shit. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Okay, what do we say? 'Cause I don't wanna fuck up. I guess could you get the next round is actually the most reasonable thing. Why would I mention Joseph or Bachelors? Actually, I probably would mention that. Could you get the next round? Is what I will say. You trying to ditch me, pal? I know. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Muse wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear, the wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Hey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Okay, I kind of like Mary now. She may cheat on her husband. She is funny as fuck. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured to her across the bar, where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young boy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty cry. Hey, I got him to laugh. Aw, man, I picked you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know it. I kind of want to say there's so much wild in me. I'll say you know it. He does like that. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. So, how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fulfill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want someone's unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Drinking whiskey. Oh, alright. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone. No. Great. Me neither. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom, and I assumed crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. I'm just talking out loud now. You betcha. Robert gets out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll! Sorry, whiskey, inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. Insists that it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I've tried my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store. Wait here. I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in paper brown bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? Wait, even I know what that is. He's drinking white Zinfandel? That's the shit my grandma likes. What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something. Think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. Huh? Robert suddenly throws a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. This one's for you, Pappy. I have unresolved resentment toward my father, and I'm going to express it through property damage. I hurled the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign, right into the window of the parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run! I leapt up and darted into the nearest valley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in the front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads Pete's Pizza Pizza. Pete's Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Muse, are you cool with pineapple? You're cool with pineapple on your pizza? I have to say, of course. He likes it, but I typically don't. I'm gonna say, of course. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleys as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noises coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter. I should go home to make sure she's alright. I think my daughter's alright. We're gonna say you betcha. Good on ya. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. What are we fucking doing? Oh, it's a movie. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh. This suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's realized he's in love with. Oh, you have little movie emote. That's so cute. Eating popcorn. Kiss already! There's nobody kissed yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh man, that's Ernest Hemingway. Hugo's kid. Ernest. Hey Ernest. I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing there. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them. Honestly, I agree with him on that. I love to just sit here and watch credits. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good, wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders Catering fed a bunch of people that they could have so that they could have had the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. See, he's a good guy at heart. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee! My orthopedist is gonna be pissed! Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, like, movies got really expensive? Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity. I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? That class is mainstream slop. Have you been... What classics... Classicus? Whatever. Mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Huh? Have you ever seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1964? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
Excuse me?
No, you listen. That popcorn ass... Cat! Right in my way! Right in the way! That popcorn ass drivel the mass media is showing you shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh no, now you've done it! Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck, my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts. Alright, buddy. Talk like punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensbury rules. 3 minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What? You don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as a main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. This is literally gonna be me when I'm a fucking parent. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw the rules at him, though? They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensbury sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow. See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. Why is that kind of hot? That's actually just kind of hot. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for the dinner and movie. Thanks for the adventure. I feel like defending my honor is the best way to go. He did defend my honor. Hell yeah. It's a little strange when you say it that way, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder. We drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep.
Oh boy.
This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks. A rare sight. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert clasps me on the shoulder.
Oh boy.
Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. Woo! That is a successful date with Robert! Come on! Come on! Yeah!
We can kill it.
Baby boomer, grill, crime, whiskey, white wine, and Mary. We got an S rank! That was a good date with that dad. Okay. I think this is gonna be our regular story, but we'll just go through it. While I'm doing my afternoon work jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if I got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters, a large yellow envelope through the slot. Ugh. It takes a couple of tries for them to get in. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones in. I do remember this part now. It's when she gets accepted into college. Do we want to skip these? I don't really want to skip these. I have something for you. Kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, let's just... Thought you'd want this big old envelope I got from HIA. Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I do kind of like this bit, so I'm just going to go through it anyways. I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of the envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, click something on accident. Hold on. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe it. I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, you nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. Okay, we are gonna skip these. We get the food truck. Food truck burritos. God, that sounds good right now. She says, I love you, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright. Is Robert gonna try? Craig gonna... Okay. I'm gonna not worry about Craig this time. Because we've done this. Right? This is when he wants to go running. Yeah, I'm gonna go do Robert's date. I think it's time to date Robert a second time. Let's do it. Message Robert. Chop chop. Message the man. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decide to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Ah, I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Aw man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? Maybe my walkthrough says what it is. It's almond extract! I feel like that actually makes sense. Didn't I say that last time? It's almond extract. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops! What smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Do I tell her I've been leading a double life? I don't think I've said that before, so why not? Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder and aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet in Ibiza. Kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait for a few minutes before breaking the pie out of the oven. I set it out on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh? What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly, and you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Just eat the pie, Panda. I cut a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the pie, out of the sides, and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh! What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, the pie is pretty incredible. As it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. I hope he's okay. I turn on the lights and lie down. Hey. Muse. Hey. Hey, Muse. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of my bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. Sorry, I'm getting my walkthrough ready again. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. Okay, he didn't say that last time. I look out my window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey? Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping.
Oh?
That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. I might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right. 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat in his old red pickup truck. I have to. Oh my god, my brain just screwed up a bit. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and a gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
You like Tom Waits? Oh my god, my mom does. Hoist that rag, baby. Oh, he likes that. I love. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've got myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Okay, it says to say nothing. I would say I'd like your car. But I'm gonna be good and follow the walkthrough, I think. I'm gonna say nothing. He likes silence. Yeah. I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decide to keep my mouth shut.
Oh.
He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car, and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and passes the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. It really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out of it from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. I'm gonna play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. Hold on, I need a Dr. Pepper. A perfect case of the junk food I've been putting in my body. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Ha! Nothing gets past you, huh?
Oh.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. So many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Muse, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and I have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered with white little scars. They are very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Is that the date? Oh
Knife
no.
that wood.
Oh god. Oh god, I have to do something? What am I doing? Oh, I see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm fucking up, guys. I did it! Well, that's a good start, is what he said. I skipped it. Oh god, what do I say? Oh, what did I make? I made a pencil. I'm gonna say pencil. Good luck writing with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon. Yay! Oh, we do more? Okay. Oh, a popsicle stick. Tell me about this one. That's a popsicle stick. Now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. I made a popsicle stick! Oh, what happened? Get it. What? A toothpick? What's the story here? I'm gonna say bubble popper. Not to burst your bubble, but there aren't any bubbles around here. I like bubble popper. I made a bubble popper. Look at that. It's a perfect bubble popper. This is so silly. Okay. Anything for the dads, right? For the hot dads? Egg! What's this? Oh, I guess chicken nugget. Please don't eat that. You made Robert uncomfortable. What? I think he'd like a chicken nugget. I'm so good at carving wood. Oh, he said, what's this supposed to be? It's a self-portrait. Splitting image of you. You made a masterpiece. That's me! I'm the masterpiece. What is it? What is it? Get it! Get it! Chopstick? Interesting. What do we have here? Ambidextrous. It's a stick. It's a chopstick. This one's huge! I'm getting you. I'm getting you. I don't think... Oh! It's a swan! If you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. A new friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. I made a friend. Yeah! How long is this? I'm just kind of surprised we're still going. Oh. Oh. Come on. What is this gonna be? A cow? Beautiful handiwork. Sir Horsington the Brave. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. Beautiful gift for Amanda! Do I get to give it to her? Wait, that's cute. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's cooking. What Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And he pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops out the truck, and I can hear him rummaging through his car, around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and wipes a bit of antiseptic into the gut. Ugh, I'm burping. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze onto the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out there, you know? Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit. But yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever heard of the Dover ghost? I don't think so.
Hey.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Hey.
I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping with Betsy. You know Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around here. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment. But hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late, and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. Can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I could quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. I've never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I seen it in the distance. A man, but it's something that I didn't know what a man was supposed to look like. It looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes, just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy, and I turn around and check on her, but she's gone, into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. It says to say you're lying. Okay, you're full of shit. You think I'm lying? Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural, even from far away. Something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
Really?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go.
Huh?
Dude, what was that? Yo! cult ending real? I actually heard that. I think that ending is real, so we might have to take our time and find the cult ending. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Whoa.
The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage onto a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Hey,
Thanks for coming out. This was fun.
I don't know.
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house.
Hmm?
Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Hey.
Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops, and I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember of all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. We deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. Oh, that is the response we say. Alright. Maybe that's why it's here. The Dover ghost feeds off of your sadness, my sadness. It hunts us in the night. Honestly, it makes sense. I was trying to kid around. To just be devoured for my sins. Yeah, that sounds pretty great, actually. It was a joke. I'm turning the car around. We're going back.
Excuse me?
Robert slams on the brakes and puts the car in reverse. Robert, wait! He stops the car again. You know what? I thought about it. It's not my time yet. I haven't finished watching the Criterion collection. They just keep adding stuff to it. But thanks, Muse. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listen to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow closer. Yeah! Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I was gonna say, he is our literal neighbor. I tiptoe in the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go to the cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, language. You know what? It's fine. I finally decide to go to bed. Yeah! Date complete! Date with Robert completed! Let's fucking go. Gun safety, handy. Oh, I didn't hear what he said. Gun safety, handy, crime, paranoia, blood, and silence. Motherfucking S rank! Okay. I think we have some stuff to go through. I think it's the cake time? Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down to the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. Okay, this isn't cake time. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. This is when she's crying. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this. We will do the things we're supposed to do. I want to be a good dad still. Oh, I clicked leave her alone. Damn it. I actually didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seems totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all the sorts of awful things she could just be dealing with her. She could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Okay, this is the next morning when I think we still just learn everything that's going on. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. Okay, this is her. Want some coffee. She leaves. Slams the door really loud. And then we did the cake because we love our kid. We say the best friend here. You got it. Wow, proud of you. That's actually us remembering who Amanda R is for once. Okay. Skipping all this just because it is the same stuff that we're gonna hear every time we do this. She's a gossipy one. Grace is the one nobody really likes. I guess that's me now. What do we say? What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, okay, never mind. She just reads me a text message. I cannot believe that, because I'm her dad and I love her, and I support her side. It's not dumb, because it's not dumb to teenagers. Teenagers' lives are not dumb at all. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I just wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if you can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? And then we ate a whole cake.
I love you too, Dad.
I love you too, Dad. That part is so cute, though.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I'm I'm trying not to skip through a bunch of stuff, but I also want to hang out with Robert. Hey buddy, so I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over to dinner. We are gonna do this just because it's Robert. I want to do this with Robert just to see if it's any different, to be honest. Now that we've been kind of hanging out with Robert more. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decided to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch. Bottle of white wine in hand. That's the Zinfandel! Muse! Boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine.
Nice.
Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Never fucking mind. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know.
Oh.
He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's place. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly. Or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. One time, I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still. If he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash can. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing the food from the top of the trash before.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back.
Oh.
You ever think about that, Craig? We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know, that's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Muse. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. Muse, didn't know you'd be tagging along. Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come in. We entered Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you had a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. We have to put... He was talking about Betsy last date. We have to put her up when guests are... Or have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dog fighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay. Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like usobuco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, Was the dog fighting thing real, or was he kidding? I don't know.
Bro.
What's usobuco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have buko, in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust him, so we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sits plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat, maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some veggies. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Bro.
Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant, or at least I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe. Crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrap together some cash. One night, meeting dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on the night before. Spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me in the kitchen puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker to get in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship? Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good I kinda don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. This uso buko is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon berry savarin. Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Nice.
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig.
Hmm?
I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. Why does he only conclude Craig? We've gone on 2 dates now. You should like me more, Robert. I thought this would be different. I thought this would go differently. After consuming way more usobuku than my body could handle and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever sovereign was, Craig and I decided to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making the attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's usobuko involved. Okay, well now I'm going on a date with Robert.
You've got dads.
He didn't really seem to care about my date. I don't want to... Stop telling me you have the runs. I'm not going running with you again. Right, I need to save. I think technically this is how I could... Well, no. Saving here, I can go back and do a sneaky little date thing. Technically, there's a secret cutscene if I were to go and do a date with Joseph right now. And maybe we could do that as a little sneak peek after this. But I want to finish the game with the good ending with Robert, and then maybe let's see the Joseph thing. I heard that that's a thing. Alright, third dates get pretty serious. Let's go, guys. Third date with Robert. I haven't spoken to Robert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then, like more so than the usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Muse. Hey, Muse. Guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Guess. It's you. Also me, but mostly you. Alright. What do we say? We say, yeah, dude! Yeah, dude. I type back to Robert. Robert, buddy, tonight we ride. Yes! Meet me at Jim and Kim's at 8 p.m. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda! Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who is my friend? I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give it. This walkthrough says I don't give a fuck anymore. Gives you an achievement, so we're doing that. Amanda, Link. You know what? You're an adult now. I gave an earnest effort for all 18 years of your life. Go forth and swear. Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! Give permission to swear. Let Amanda say fuck. I really hope I don't regret this later. Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume to her sad shit. Hell yeah! I wanted her to say fuck. She deserves it. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I don't know why I always struggle to read when I try to play this game, because I feel like I don't struggle this much with reading. It's just that I am doing more reading than I usually do. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall, smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. It actually seems like he combed his hair and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. Hey. You take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. We both stand there for a second and don't say anything. Robert finishes the cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. To you is who we do it to. Here's to your continued existence. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his. rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza? I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the wood. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary pops over to the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. You replacing me with the new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean-pressed clothes up and down, suspiciously. What? Do you got a court date coming up? What do I say? He does. He looks handsome. He'd never convince the jury. He would have had to shave first. All the eggplants are so funny. Seriously, though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctor says it's cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Muse, don't be an asshole. You know, the one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his Pappy. Whoops. You're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night, probably screw like donkeys. Wait, aren't rabbits the one who screw a lot? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were an expert on which animals screw a lot.
Come on.
Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Muse are gonna hit the bricks. You coming with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways. We exit the bar and find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that shines up at the face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know, all of those stories are fake, right?
Oh.
Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on! We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Muse. Just act like you belong. Robert sidles up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey! It was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692. What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry. Who are you? Daniel McSturgis, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. I'm going to do an 80s reference. That's what it says. Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book. You may have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple of people start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this. Are you guys a part of the group? I don't remember you seeing at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile, easier to catch ghosts that way. They've definitely been here. I've been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon over there. The man who runs it's been plagued by hauntings ever since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your tour. Man, didn't know about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered.
Hey!
Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is so cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turn to Rabbit and grab him by the shoulders. I need that shirt. Well, guess we're in it for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion, and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time.
Hey!
Is this the cool ghost shirt? It doesn't look like a ghost shirt. Our group arrives at an old, decrepit colonial style house. Quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor. I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional Vandevillen mime work. Tour Master Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote classics such as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Berkeley. She fortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that some nights you can see a light from the attic where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work.
My feelings.
No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide. I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. But we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version they teach you in school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we? I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everybody? The group murmurs in agreement. Or are we just fucking with this guy's tour? This is a topic we cover extensively. Or no, that's Robert. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Loomis, would you care to tell the story? Go with something I know. Is the thing I need to do. In the 19th century, Dorothy Pembridge was credited for protecting New York City from potentially world-ending paranormal forces. Despite her success, her ragtag group of ghost adventures were disbanded by government officials. However, after learning that the ghost of Vigo the Caparthan has taken an interest in her son, her and her ghost-busting friends launched a mission to defeat the ghost and once again save New York City. Hey, isn't that the plot to... Nope, it's not. The tour guide sees an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. Ha, what an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks that you can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves. Or we can fucking handle it, alright. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey, kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I could show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons, if that's what you're looking for. Don't write checks your dick can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street. Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Oh, that was Robert saying that. Both. Our last stop. This burial ground is such a hotbed for horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. It's the wailing ghost of the Wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us. What about it? Oh, nothing. Just think it would be a crime to come all this way out to the cemetery. The actual origin of one of New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about her paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area. I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles. Would you folks care to hear this tale of how Loomis and I met? No. The entire group shushes the tour guide.
So sad.
Okay, fine, tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when, I was just a traveling grifter. Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taking from the poor. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quite by accident, but little did I know this town has a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait. Yes. Who was the famous ghost hunter? Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasped.
All right.
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend. You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman. Died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie. Anyway, we were in Maple Bay investigating some reports on strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman. Wailing ghost of the wharfman. Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask, but the Dover ghost, man, tell him, Loomis. So there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of what do I say? Working a couple of short cons. Classy pitch and drop scam. Putting out feelers for a rip deal. I was going to steal a baby, probably. Would have made me rich. Found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now I was a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. And thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word. Run.
Oh.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening, some kind of demented howl.
I don't know.
And then I felt it. Something, grabbing my ankle. Robert has the whole crowd, hook, line, and sinker. You could hear a pin drop. I've only cried twice in my life. Once was at the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started dragging me. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by God. To this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. Looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like, but tried to put one together. The arms were too long. Its eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What'd I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot, what was his fake name again? It's McSturgis. Oh, God. I know the last name. I don't know the first name. Daniel McSturgis! Daniel. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug of war with the unholiest of forces. I thought it was going to be torn in half. But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket, and to this day I can remember what passage it opened up to. 12:7. Then shall the dust return to earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the floor, exhausted. We were both covered in blood. That damn creature clawed onto my chest, got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long wicked star across his chest, his pecs. And that's how I got this scar. I followed Georgia Mathers to the end of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists that threw our equipment across the room, but I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. And we've been brothers ever since. The tour group gives us a round of applause as Robert and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I found myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it. Even he's wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you, thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book. Well, what's the name of our book? Paranormal Excursions of the Supernatural Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Yeah, we have to do the Ice Road Ghost Truckers one, actually. Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one.
That's the good stuff.
Hi, boyfriend. Welcome home, boyfriend. My boyfriend's home. I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guide hands us the cover t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close. If you guys are ever in need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, please don't hesitate to contact me. You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. Goodness gracious. That was incredible. I really can't believe they bought all that. I didn't know you had it in you. Excuse me, Dr. Loomis. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces. Although giving the Dover ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliche. And the Kubrick conspiracy bit wasn't. All a part of the character. Well, we got the t-shirts out of it. We arrive in front of Robert's house. Wanna have a drink? You trying to poison me? I know where this goes, Small. I know the steps. 1 second I'm sipping delicious aged scotch. The next I'm foaming at the mouth and you've taken over the throne. Long live the king, baby.
Hey.
Oh, he liked that. Wow! We're inside. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a little bit off, but they completely disappeared when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know. He's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws skittering across the floor. Do we get to see the dog? Oh God, it's his pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Betsy? Whoa! She's tiny! Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. Hey, that's not a pit bull. This is the cutest, dumbest buzz terrier I've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? And you weren't taken by the Dover ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't you, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs. I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven. His place is amazing. There are sleek, modern appliances throughout the room with a big flat screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Ugh. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both whiskey. God, my brain. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up in a pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? And don't tell me you got it from fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars, and then we went to the hospital. And that's it.
Hey.
It's not a very interesting story. I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. That's her. He points out a picture of the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yup, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25, 26, not too sure. Does she live around here? No. Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably should impress him about it. You like Santana? I'm assuming I say yes. Yeah, we say yes.
Hi.
Great. Robert puts on Santana, then takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you alright?
Hi.
Robert leans in and kisses me. Whoa! The taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. I can't say anything. At best managing a sigh. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites lightly, sliding a hand under my shirt. My heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. He kisses a trail down my neck, his teeth grazing my skin. I just... wait. It's not that. Robert bites down and I have to... Okay, I don't really want to read that. It's actually getting serious and I was not expecting it. Stop. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting? No, I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away.
Are you reading smut?
It's called Dream Daddy. I have an 18+ warning. I was not expecting that to happen when it did.
Tell you a terrible story.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. What's up? What's up?
We are making chicken tonight.
Yeah.
We don't have big bags
No big bags.
to make the rest of to prep the rest of the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Aldi again. I went to Aldi yesterday.
Yeah.
Forgot big bags.
Uh-huh.
I went to Aldi for big bags.
Uh-huh.
We bought big bags like weeks ago.
Where were the other big bags?
In the top cabinet
Why were they in there?
because we hadn't run out of big bags when we bought them.
I didn't know we
But
put
I
them up
bought
there.
them preemptively so we wouldn't be out of big bags by the time we needed more.
Well, now we have double the
And
big
I forgot
bags.
about them, and now we have double big bags. Which means I could have just come home.
The bag incident. That's so sad. I'm sorry, baby.
Big bag gate.
Big bag gate.
Anyway, that's my story.
Anyways, back to the smut. Okay. Robert looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kind of stressed out. Tired. Not a big deal. We are supposed to push it. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Muse. I'm not a good person. He takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking. And now here I am, an old, broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken. Alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings. It's... He sighs heavily. It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you... I'm sorry, but is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. Months?
I don't know.
Years. I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert. What happened between you two? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other. Both of us unsure what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I cared about her. I always did. Things just got in the way. And before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it would help get away from all the distractions, all the money, all the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. I never became the better man she wanted me to be, the one she always saw in me. She was the last thread. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my life, I was gonna lose my daughter too. Robert. I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were gonna make me happy that I ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead and my daughter hates me. You're taking a bong rip right next to me.
Mind me.
I feel like I just couldn't say that with a straight face anyways. Just like this moment is so serious. Damn, Robert. Damn. I saw a note that said this date is a heavy hitter, but damn. My boy Robert. And then I convinced myself that this, he gestures vaguely in my direction, was going to make me happy. Why do I even try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband, and I'm an even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna fuck it up like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Robert puts his head in his hands. Tell him what he wants to hear. No, tell him what he needs to hear, not what he wants to hear. Nothing is going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can't. But what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things are going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all your problems either. But nothing is going to change if you don't, and you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right. I don't know you that well, but you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's going to be okay. But, I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him into him as tightly as I can. He buries his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. It's gonna be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders, then sobs. I realize that he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep. Oh my goodness! That was our date? What? What a moment. Holy shit.
I'm lost in your oceanic eyes.
He's lost in my oceanic eyes. Angry about weather, grill, whiskey, crime, tour master, ghost tour. Is what we've been given. Alright. We have another S rank. And I think it is time for my daughter to have her graduation party. Okay, yeah. We're gonna skip over this. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, and even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, they think they're gonna take me alive. They got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Have a little surprise for her daughter. Take her to the kitchen, give her the ice truckers. Here's her graduation party. There's my boyfriend over here. We'll do this. Mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. Okay, this is new. Listen, kid, you're gonna need some real-life skills out there if you're gonna make it out on the streets. I'm going to college. Same thing. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink. Right? And I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age. But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it'd behoove you to drink a glass of water between rounds. Got it. Hypothetically. And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice. You're gonna be fine. What's going on here? Girl talk. Mary turns back to Amanda. Now let me tell you about how to deal with a bad roommate. First thing to know. You get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary! Relax, it's a myth. Supposedly. Against my better judgment, I leave them be. Oh my god, here it is! I don't think I recognize that girl by the snack table. I should go say hello. Hi! I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that makes you muse, huh? Yes. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. He promised there would be free food, and that's kind of hard to pass up, and... Look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a sec? My old man's a real closed book, you know? Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness, it poisons you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better. A lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, thanks. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. She's a lesbian! Yeah! Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer. Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for an internship, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Val walks away. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats, you just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. Okay, then we do all this. we do this? I'm gonna skip all. We try to get to Robert. I've seen all this. That'd be great. See you later. He tells me how good my mac and cheese is. Amanda realizes she doesn't have to deal with them. Okay. As the party starts to wind down, I take my seat out on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits next to me. Wait! We don't even have, like, a proper conversation with Robert? We hang out with Mary and his daughter, and we don't have a proper conversation with Robert? Huh? Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. She is something for me. It's her picture. She says, I love you. Hands me a tiny wrap package. Frame picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Always do. Share a hug. This is the only beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us to down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. Okay. Here's Robert. I glance over to the back of the yard, where Robert is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. We've had a cherry blossom like this in our backyard this whole time, and I'm not just sitting in it most of this game. If I was a dad, I would just go sit at this all the time. I take a seat next to Robert as the guests make their way out of the party. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val. She physically threatened you? Yeah. That's my girl. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately, it's gotten a little easier.
I don't know.
Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night actually helped. I'm glad. I like you, Muse. I like you a lot. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. He takes my hand in his. You're special to me, but I have some stuff I need to work on emotionally before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit, figure some things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime. I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. Damn! Not even gay sex at the end? Not even hot gay sex at the end? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I think that means let's go back to where we have 2 dates with Robert. And I guess do a date with Joseph? You're the best, Pops. We're gonna be dirty. Oh! Oh! Oh, yes. Aw, he whittled Betsy. Oh, this is nice. Hi. Hello. Oh, that means we have Robert's picture up, right? Don't show me that. Show me him. Yeah! Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Not this. Not that. Dad book. Dad book before the date. Yeah. Dad book
Welcome.
before the
You've got
right? It
dads.
says 3. Okay. No. Back. Joseph. I hear there is special dialogue if we go on a date with Joseph when we are this close to dating Robert. So we're gonna do this as part of our Robert run to see what happens. I'm nervous, but we're just doing this to see what happens. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I could take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A slight smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Gah! Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Ugh.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, Muse. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Huh. That wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm a person who uses a lot of exclamation points. Hold on. I wanna check that I'm right about this thing. 'Cause I heard about this. It said it on the Dream Daddy Wiki. Yeah, Joseph date confrontation. When does that happen? If you go on 2 dates with Robert and then choose Joseph as your dream daddy, Robert will confront you angrily on your 3rd date with Joseph. Oh, I'd have to do all 3 dates with Joseph. I thought it was going to be during this one. Okay, never mind then. Hold on. Sorry. Let's go. I just want to finish Robert then. I was like, he's not going to show up while we're there. But he comes to confront you. That's so funny. Is that how the cult ending comes up? I'm kind of getting spoilers now. I don't think so. Okay. But I do think this is where we're gonna end Dream Daddy today. Just because we did it. We dated Robert. I thought it was gonna only be one more date for him to crash, but it actually has to be all 3 dates, and that is just too much to do. Oh, I think that's okay. I need to turn this down. The Dream Daddy song is so loud. I think that is going to be it for today's stream then. we still have the this is dad book from before Robert. So we'll start here again so that we can choose a new dad to date. But that will be the next time we play Dream Daddy, I think. Yeah. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. Is Vinci still? No, Vinci's not streaming anymore. It looks like our good old pal Sergeant Sparky is streaming. So we are gonna go raid Sergeant Sparky. Thank you for watching Dream Daddy with me today, guys. We'll be playing more video games later this week on Thursday. We're gonna play Animal Crossing. Started a little bit earlier, just for funsies. Wasn't sure how long Robert's route was gonna take. But we finally did it. We finally kind of dated Robert. We're on good terms with him. But we're gonna go ahead and raid our good pal Sergeant Sparky, Killer Spark. I think he goes by Sparky. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.